The Russians might be dead, but Russian roulette is truly well and alive in SOA. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Season 4, Episode 6. This one was called With an X. But before we get into the review, it's time to go through the free facts. And of course, I mentioned Russian roulette, and that's because that's fact number 1. We get a good wee game of Russian roulette between Filthy Phil and Rat Boy. Luckily for both prospects, they did survive, so fair play to them.
Fair play to them, and you said it was well and truly alive, Russian roulette. Well, I mean, it was the last ever go, wasn't it? So not exactly alive and kicking, but yeah.
Well, it happened.
It happened, guys. And what also happened? A first SAMCRO murder. And no, not just any murder. First SAMCRO on SAMCRO murder. And we'll get to it a wee bit later.
SAMCRO on SAMCRO, kind of like black on black violence in America.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Although it very rarely happens in SOA.
Yep. Can't say the same in real life. But fact number 3, we have got the episode title, which is With an X, referring to Fawn's name. Now, you may look at Fawn and think, how is there an X in that name? Well, in a conversation with her and Chucky and Gemma, she says it's Fawn with an X. Work that out.
I don't even know which one's which. Is the one that turned up this episode called Dawn or Fawn?
No, this one's called Fawn.
Fawn.
I think that's the whole gimmick. No one knows. And also, you know what? In that same scene, Bobby says he can help her with eating disorders, and then Chucky looked at his stomach and went, really?
That was fucking quality. I think that should have been... That was the best moment of this show.
It fucking was.
That could have been a quote, actually.
Bobby's fucking big stomach, man, couldn't believe Chucky said that. Like, he really couldn't. But, no, what they also couldn't? Maybe Bobby ate the fucking brick.
Where's the quote? Open up, Bobby.
Open up, Bobby Elvis. Elvis would have been on the drugs. He'd have been on the coke, man. Bobby Elvis.
I'm all cooked up.
Thank you very much. Anyway, let's get stuck into this. So, SAMCRO, the Mayans, they want to know what they have. We're only 29 bricks here, brother.
Marcus does a quick count. 29, I say. Well, no shit, we're missing a brick, you fucking tool.
Yeah, everyone's panicking, so Juice steps up. He says, they were all here when I did my head count, about 10 last night. And then Alvarez is like, so wait a minute, this.
You were the last one here.
Yeah, I stuck a key of fucking coke down my pants and walked out the door. Douchebag. I mean, he literally explained what he did.
Yeah, he gave away everything.
I honestly think just calling Alvarez a douchebag, looked incredibly, like, you know, guilty. When would Juice come out with this stuff? Ever?
I don't think so. If that was the case, then everyone would have just knew Juice was guilty.
No, but SAMCRO obviously... No, I'm not saying he looked incredibly... Maybe wrong.
Called him a douchebag because fucking Alvarez has more or less just accused him of stealing it.
He's bang on the money.
I know, but
he said he called him a...
What do you want? Just to say, you're right, I did steal it.
You got me. No, but
you got me, yes, I stole the brick, yes.
He just fucking buried El Padrino and the Mayans didn't even give a shit.
Well, they did... What do you mean they didn't give a shit? We had a bit of a brawl, like.
We did with the Clash. Now, killing each other ain't gonna make the 30th brick appear.
I just couldn't really imagine an unnamed Mayan calling Clay a douchebag
and SAMCRO...
Him not ending up in a body bag.
Clay would have fucking shot me with a shotgun. He'd flew across the room and the other 29 bricks would have disintegrated. But tempers flare here. Jax punches Rafi. Clay, like we said, breaks it up. And then everyone leaves. You've just got Clay, Jax and Alvarez. Like, does Alvarez VP no get... Does Handlebar no get... Handlebar would have stuck it like a sore thumb, though. He would have...
I know, but I wish... Go back in time. Like, I wish they had tried to... give more characters from the Mayans.
What this tells me, though, is, like you said, I mean, like, they're not going to develop a Mayan VP. But
I think the only reason... See, outside of Alvarez, the only time they develop Mayan characters when they were going to kill them. It's like
Rafi.
Yeah. It's just like when you knew they had to get, like, a wee bit of, a wee bit of momentum before they died.
Yeah, but...
Just so it would have a bit more impact. That was literally the only reason Mayans got names, to be fair.
Like, is Jax here because he's, like, the main character of the show, or...
No, it's mad. We know more names. We legit know more names in the Calaveras
than we do Mayans.
Than we do the Mayans.
But no, that isn't the same.
And that's not, that's not even a word of a lie.
No, it ain't.
I'm pretty sure Handlebars know that guy's name, but we have to call him it because we got nothing else.
But see, realistically,
I got nothing
at this point, it looks like it can only be the prospects, Rafi or Juice, that stole the brick.
Yes, and again...
So why can't, like, Chibs be privy to this meeting with Clay, Jackson, Alvarez?
True. Well, I guess anybody could have really came round. I mean, Juice is saying he's seen it last night at 10, but for all they know, it's been missing for longer than that.
Yeah, but Juice said it was all there.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We just take Juice's word for it?
Well, he called Alvarez a douchebag.
Well, Alvarez didn't take his word for it, because Alvarez's initial response to that was, so you're the last person here, is it? So Alvarez doesn't honestly think that Juice is...
Yeah, absolutely. You've got Alvarez saying, alright, I'll look into Rafi, but it don't matter my or son. Whoever took that brick, they're dead. You can't mess with the cartel. They're going to expect a body.
Yeah, I know, but does Alvarez really need to, tell Clay and Jax this? I think they're aware.
Yeah, like, either way, like, say this isn't cartel related. Whoever it was is still from the club. Like, for what good reason?
Although, what I would say is, like, I think they could have done a bit more. I don't think they were going all out here to try and get this brick returned and find out who done it.
No, they weren't. I think Clay had different things on his mind.
Clay was like, you know what, I'll let Happy and Chibs work their magic, but fuck it, if they don't get it, they don't get it. I'll just explain to the cartel we're one short.
I'll just slap fucking Danny Trejo's tash off him.
But should that not have been the priority? See this? Oh, there's a wee domestic back at Taylor Morrow. Should Jack's not been like, fuck that domestic? We're all dead if we don't find this fucking 30th brick here.
Yeah.
No, why the hell's there a brick of cocaine missing and more than half the club's taken off?
I know. Where is everybody? You've got Tig going back because his daughter's turned up. I mean, I think this is filler, right? But it sets up for what happens in season 5.
Jury should have been getting called in, Packer. Everybody should have been getting called in here, right? Help us find this brick.
No, they should have been, but I like the scene here where you get Jax and Clay discussing about who could have done it. Jax says there's no way this was Juice. Clay then rules out Miles because he's too stupid to rip off the club.
Yeah, so I don't get it. Miles is too stupid, but what? The prospects are too smart? And how can you be too stupid to do something? Like, that doesn't make sense. Surely Clay should have said he's too smart to rip off the club. Couldn't you argue if you're stupid, then you would rip off the club and not expect consequences?
I think he means Miles is that fucking stupid. He couldn't figure out how to rip off the club and even attempt to get away with it. And I can believe that. But then Clay pins it on the prospects. He says, they has to be them. Jack's like, they don't even know what they were guarding. And Clay's like,
it's
they
weird.
know it was worth protecting.
It's
buddy.
weird, though, that Clay would... Yeah, what a great line. They didn't know what they were protecting. They knew it was something worth protecting. But, like, Clay is pretty much willing to, I guess, take Alvarez's word when he vouched for Rafi, and Clay's pretty much putting all the blame on the prospects.
Yeah. We haven't really seen Clay have so much faith in a Mayan before this, like, but I think it's just easier for all involved, though, for them to blame it on a prospect than a patch member. That's pretty much what it is.
Even if it's your own prospect and not a patch member for a different club?
Yeah, I mean,
see,
Alvarez talking that Rafi's been a soldier for 10 years probably makes Clay think, well, it probably won't be him then.
How long's Juice been a soldier?
I don't know.
That's another reason why I think Alvarez should have left more than one guy.
Yep.
For situations like this.
Yeah, because it could have easily just turned it into SAMCRO, went, well, it's fucking Rafi.
Yeah, what would have been stopping them just saying, yeah, it was Rafi? We seen him do it.
3-on-1, yeah. Could have easily have happened, but...
Although I think Alvarez would have been like, still give him the benefit of the doubt, like, I think.
Yeah, and what I think's intriguing here, so they call Happy and Chibs have got their hammers and shit. Tig then calls Miles to go in. You get Filthy Phil and what's the job? I would say Phil in, he's not even fucking here. We've got Rat Boy. They're like, it wasn't us, Clay. And then they hear in the background Miles screaming, but Miles is putting it on. So what? Automatically they just assumed that Miles wasn't doing it. I guess they assumed Juice wasn't. It's weird though that realistically, right? You can see why they would think Juice didn't do it because he's been loyal and he's been there for a lot of years. Miles is literally just patched in.
Is it not fair to suggest that everyone in the club could have done it?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Honestly,
or did it have to only be the people that were there?
I think they think it was realistically only the people that were there, but like at this point they hadn't checked the cameras yet. So
we've got Prospect, Juice who admitted to being there, Rafi who was there, and I think Miles was he not doing like management or something on the site? Was he not?
He was away getting coffee, I think. Jobber roll. No, but you know what gets me about Miles? Clay asks him to check through the security footage, and he tells him later here there was nothing there. And Clay told him to head back up and give it to Elliot's, Oswald's guy.
If it was him, he could have deleted it.
Yeah, or just lied and said it wasn't there. Anything. So, Clay put a lot of faith in the Miles camp, didn't he?
He did.
He really did, but let's
Well, with good reason. Miles didn't do it.
No, Miles didn't do it, but let's talk about Russian roulette then. So, Chibs and Happy and Jax basically explained the rules here, right? So, either one of you did it and the other one didn't, or neither of you did it. But anyway, it doesn't matter who did it. There's a bullet in the chamber. There's 5 empty chambers. What, you're going to have to...
Good luck, you've got like a 16.6% chance of surviving.
Does that not mean whoever goes first, though's got a better chance of surviving?
No, he would load another bullet into the gun, wouldn't he? It doesn't know, I mean, you could argue the person who goes second's got a better chance. If what you thought happened, but it didn't. He even spun the clip. He spun the gun around, so...
Again, did he? That's alright. No, but if he doesn't spin the gun around, technically you've got a better chance going first.
Not real. Nah, you don't. Really.
It's everybody's maybes, right? End of the day, they both survive it. Filthy Phil throws up. Rat Boy points out, though, if the gun goes off, it would be murder.
It made zero sense, right? Because, let's say, they're saying by pulling it, you're proving that you're here for the cause. No, you're not. Just because you don't want to fucking commit suicide, essentially, that doesn't mean you don't want to be a part of the club. And that doesn't prove that you're guilty or not guilty. Now, Clay, they were saying that if you pull this trigger, that proves. It doesn't really, because they were making it sound like, well, if you don't pull this trigger, we're going to kill you.
Yeah. Like, the prospects had to do this.
Or you were getting kicked out the club. So it's like, that doesn't... Them pulling the trigger doesn't prove that whether they took it or not. And so let's say the bullet kills them. Would they be like, alright, well, you took it then? If they're dead? It just made no sense to me. And even if one of these...
The point was, though, they needed a body for the cartel.
Even if one of these guys did take it, like, if they're dead, then you don't know the location of the brick, so you're never getting it back.
What would have been interesting, though...
It did not make any sense
What would have happened if they put Miles and Juice in the Russian roulette with these two? Would Juice have gave it up? Or would he have risked Russian roulette?
I think he'd have risked it, no?
He might have had to risk it, that's the question.
Hold on, if he gives it up, is he no dead anyway?
True, but he's a card, though. I know what you mean, but you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed this Russian roulette scene. You like that wee line for me? You do, buddy. Phil, I liked it. That boy screaming, Filthy Phil throwing up into a fucking mixing bowl, man. See all the Cheerios that he had this morning? They were up, weren't they?
Oh, aye.
Counting these sick, floaty fucking Cheerios. But anyway, right, back to the clubhouse. This is where stuff matters. Again, back to what you said there. Why is Bobby going with Tig because his daughter showed up? There's fucking more pressing matters at hand here.
Yeah, surely Tig can handle that on his own.
Like, what? Yeah, like, does Bobby just want to fucking lie around on his fat fucking ass?
Yeah, so Tig gets there, his daughter's there, his daughter's upset. Oh, my other sister's not doing good. But she also bummed $20 off Gemma to pay for the cab because she didn't have that money.
Fucking rat move, by the way.
Yeah, and then she basically says, oh, hi, Daddy, it's lovely to see you. Now give me 12 grand because your other daughter's sick and she needs to go into rehab and we can't tell anybody. It's only me. Only I can know.
I think at this point, Tig has changed. I would like to see the interaction he would have had with his daughter back in season 1.
Fuck off, you ain't getting money. Then we get...
Fun has turned on us.
Yeah, then...
12k, what the fuck?
Then we get... Lila showing up at the clubhouse and... She's asking if Tara and Gemma seen Opie. They say no, it was a late one. But then she spots Ima's car and she realises, Ima must have stayed here. And then she walks in, she sees Ima. Ima's very proud of herself. I don't get this. Ima's supposed to be her friend and she treats her like shit. Ima says...
No, but you know what? Like, you're totally right there, but Lila goes back to working with Ima after this, so for me, it's like, you've only got your fucking self to blame who you hang about with.
Lila can't really, but why did you do this? And then Ima's like, you go and ask the dick that was inside me last night, and
Final straw.
Lila's crying. Then she gets told to get out, but she pulls a gun.
You know what, right? You can see why she pulled the gun, because she felt threatened that Lila was going to punch her. I mean, it wasn't like she was going to fucking whip out a Glock. But what did she think was going to happen pulling a gun out in this fucking clubhouse? I mean, you've got members. You've got Abel, you've got Thomas there. Did she think she was going to pull a gun here and there wasn't going to be repercussions?
Yeah, this wasn't a smart move.
It wasn't. And like, even without the history right with Jax, right, I think something probably would have came of this anyway. I know the club, you could say, has got bigger fish to fry, but realistically, does she think she was just going to walk away for this scot-free?
Yeah, Tig tells her to get out. I mean, even though she's got a gun waving everywhere, Tig doesn't really care.
I felt Tig's finger pointing was more dangerous than her gun.
Aye. It would have looked really bad, though, if Tig was cowering. Kind of Tig. Maybe a prospect, like, but...
Yeah, even Piney, he didn't care, he just picked the baby up and fucked off.
It would have looked poor if Tig had his hands up. Oh, don't shoot me, Ima. So then she leaves, and Opie gets a phone call. There's been a domestic at Taylor Morrow. Gemma and the girls almost got shot, is I believe the line that they're fed.
And then Clay's like, what?
Even though everyone's whole. And now it's Opie and Jax that ride off to the clubhouse. It's like, fuck me, there's another two members going, with this brick of cocaine that's missing, yet everyone's fucking leaving to go back to Taylor Morrow.
Yeah, no, it's insane. I mean,
at this point, I think it's only Chibs and Happy that remain.
And Juice. Those three.
I don't know what Clay does. Clay just goes off to see Unser.
No, Clay actually comes back to the clubhouse. Gemma kind of starts slabbering Opie about everything that happened. Jack's like, leave it. And he's like, no, so you got people killed. And then, as they're about to enter the door, Piney, he's been saving this punch up for Clay, but he decides to take out his own fucking son.
I know, a bit of a shite bag move here, every Piney, like...
No, I tell you what, right? See if Piney saved this punch for 2 episodes' time when Clay pays him a visit with fucking gloves on. I think he might have defeated him. Because this was a punch.
That's a knockout blow.
This was a pack-a-punch. You know, put the ray gun in, 5,000 points, Call of Duty Zombies sort of punch. And I mean, I think if he hits Juice with this, just fucking flies back to be with his fucking black dad in Queens. Honestly, no, I don't think there would have been many people in the club that would have fucking dealt with this punch. I think he's lucky it was Opie.
I mean, this punch was fucking worse than the pipe that Opie took to the back of the head. it was some dig, like.
I don't even know who you are, man. And Opie's like, damn. No, Clay was like almost smirking at this though. Clay knew, fuck, I
dodged a bullet there.
Piney used all the oxygen that was left in his fucking tank for this punch.
Clay knew that he had a free pass next time he confronted Piney.
You know, I like this scene, but like Piney punches his own son, then just fucks off.
I know, but
I mean, it's all he does.
We have a conversation with Opie and Jax, and Opie explains that the marriage ain't going too well. He talks about the birth control pills that he found. Tara patches Opie up. Everyone's kind of looking at Opie as if he's some bastard here. It's like, alright, is he? I mean, hold on, his wife fucking constantly gets, shagged for daily. Part of her job, and she's been lying to him.
Opie knew what he signed up for, though.
Birth control.
I don't think there's no real victim, though.
No, I'm not saying there's a victim, but I don't think Opie's necessarily the bad guy.
No, yeah, it's just a fucking Jeremy Kyle episode happening in the fucking clubhouse.
But everyone's treating Opie here.
And the envelope is Piney's fist.
Everyone's treating Opie as if he's the horrible guy, and poor Lila.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, that's what it is. But, right, back to the fucking stuff that really matters this episode. And it's Unser. What's Unser doing? Unser is pretty much following Tara about here.
While he sleeps.
He pays a visit to Roosevelt, and he's like, Dr. Tara Knowles might be in danger. He's like, so how would she be in danger? And he's like, just heard some things. And then he says, but here, you've been on Clay's tits, big man.
He didn't like it. You've been in
I never took a paycheck.
You've been in Sam Crow's pocket. You've been in Sam Crow's payroll. And he's like, what? No, I haven't.
I've been at the table. Get it right. Get it fucking right.
Official member, first 10, right? Get it right,
I
Roosevelt.
rode my limit for 40 years. You dumb bastard, Eli.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell. See, you should have said, see when you're smashing the wall, do you not notice my picture was on it, you dick?
You dumb bastard.
You dumb fucker. But anyway, right, what did he think was going to happen when he tells Roosevelt about this threat?
Yeah, Roosevelt
doesn't give any evidence, but it's like, I'll be a threat.
Roosevelt's basically like, well, I can't really do anything with this. I need more.
I need more, damn it. But he's not going to give him more. So anyway, right. Let's talk.
Unser will find a way to give him more.
He will. Right, back to pretty much the climax of this episode. Juice says to Chibs and Happy, right, you know what, let's give them 15 minutes.
Spread out. Look, guys, just return the brick and nothing will happen.
Because Clay is instructed at this point, pretty much here, you're going to have to kill one of them. Who are they going to kill, though?
Well, I mean, Juice is kind of went out on his own here and says nothing will happen if you return the brick, but Chibs is like, I don't care, Juicy boy.
We need a body. The cartel needs a body.
He doesn't say that. He's on about whoever, they're still out. If they return the brick, then the cartel don't know it's been missing.
True, but I mean, realistically, what's going to happen here, though?
Well, I've just told you what's happening.
Right.
No, but Juice is trying to make out, oh, look, just return the brick and everything will be okay and nothing will be mentioned. But Chibs is like, no, it doesn't work like that.
The prospects get mayhem, folks.
Even if that brick comes back, they're out.
Yeah, but yeah, he's right. Like, hold on, I think
I mean, how could they even tell which one fucking returned it?
Maybe they both did it. No, but the prospects even get mayhem votes. Is it legal within the club to have a mayhem vote for a prospect?
Yeah, but no, it's mad. I mean, Juice has just told these two just return it, and it's like that means nothing. He may as well say that in a foreign language because they didn't take it. You don't fucking know what it is.
But no, it's interesting.
What is Rat Boy and Filthy Phil supposed to do with this information?
But this makes sense though, because Juice is supposed to go get the brick and return it, and then he would have probably said one of them had to return it.
Well, no shit, dumbass.
What do you mean? Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when Juice...
But who would he have dropped on?
But when Juice tells them...
No, but...
It's like, that's a foreign language to them.
Of course it is.
Juice is like, just return the brick, it'll be alright. They're thinking, well, we don't have the fucking brick.
No, but what would have happened, right, if Juice just comes back, wings this brick into this room, and then they're like, will the brick return? But then you would have had the same situation. You would have had...
Well, I think they would have just got rid of them both. Be like, probably give them a... No, I think because you wouldn't be able to trust. You still wouldn't know who it was. I think unless one of them confessed it was them, I think they would have just took their patches off them and gave them a bit of a beating.
Would they have just went through unlimited rounds of Russian roulette?
No, I just told you what they would have done. I think they'd have took their patches, give them a little bit of a beating, and sent them on their way.
So just would have got away with it.
I believe so.
But he didn't get away with it, guys, because he went and got the brick. Miles was crossing. I don't know what was Miles doing it here. He says he was taking a piss.
No, Juice was taking a piss.
What was Miles doing?
He was cutting across. He was taking a shortcut.
I was coming back from the guard tower, buddy.
I mean, how the fuck was Juice supposed to know that?
Yeah, Juice has been shafted here. You know what? Juice has orchestrated a master plan to keep everyone alive.
But we can say it's a master plan. Why the fuck's he got the brick half hanging out his pants? That's not a master plan. That's a disaster plan.
Yeah, like say Miles didn't catch him, but he just strolled over here, happy, and Chibs are like, well, why have you got the brick?
Yeah, what was his plan? Was he going to adjust it when he got closer to the...
Well, it was like fucking Batman with his... Or Superman with his belt. But yeah, Miles calls him out. He's like, Jesus, you took it? And then, like, Juice doesn't even, like... Well, I guess Juice at this point, can he really say, no, Filthy Phil told me it was out here. He gave me the coordinates.
Yeah, he may as well have fucking tried that.
Yeah. But then he's like, alright, and then... He goes to like get the brick, and then Miles like, whoa, easy fella, treating Juice like he's a horse, and then Juice fucking, yeah, we talked about an envelope for Jeremy Kyle. He wings the brick.
He wings it at Miles. But here's the thing: it's like, see, at this point, Juice is not the one that's took it. I mean, the guilty one here is either the one that ends up dead, or the one that doesn't make it back to SAMCRO first.
Yeah.
Let's say Juice didn't even kill. Let's say Juice got a shot off in Miles. He could have just got to SAMCRO first.
And they're going to believe Juice more than Miles.
Yeah, it's like... Even if they both returned to SAMCRO and Miles was like, Juice has got it. See if Juice just left it in the fields. It's just Juice's words against Miles. So the only way for Miles to really... even if you kill the other person, there's no proof. I mean, a lot of times, the truth is, whoever wins the battle gets to tell their version of the truth.
Yeah.
The victor is the one that's in...
The only thing is, though, if Juice does say it was Miles, could maybe Happy and Chibs would be like, but why did Juice want the prospects to give 15 minutes? Could he have potentially did that for his own decoy?
I think you overthink. You do... No, I know you go through things that the characters wouldn't even be thinking just to...
Oh, hold on.
Plot purposes.
No, they might. No, because see this Miles and Juice thing, that eliminates the prospects. So therefore, they'll be like, well, maybe that's.
Well, Juice is going to say, well, I didn't know. I thought the prospects did take
that's
it.
his defence. You got to think of it from every standpoint. We can't just bring up one view of fucking Miles cutting through a shortcut.
So hold on, you think Juice takes it? Well, if that's the case, why was Chips not like, it's funny Miles took that because Juice seemed to think the prospects took it. It's the same argument.
But there's no case. Miles is dead. Juice drops him, gets shot in the leg. Miles then punches his leg, trying to find his gun, and then turns it. He goes for his knife. Juice finds the gun. Good night.
See Miles here. Do you think the best thing for Miles to do would just been to shoot Juice?
But see, that's interesting, right? Because
let's say Juice, Juice. Let's say Juice ain't going to take the brick with him, is he? No.
Well, you wouldn't like to think so.
Let's say Juice throws the brick away. It's going to be Miles' word against Juice.
Yeah, but I can. Well, obviously we see it happen, but you can see SAMCRO's reaction to Miles. Like, they trust Juice. So, like, I can't believe you fuckers patched Miles in. Going ahead, I should hang all of you for that. Could you imagine if Miles, the guy that's been just in the door, killed Juice, has been a brother for like a decade? I think they would have been like, what the fuck? There's no way it was Juice. Because Jax thought there was no way it could have been Juice.
And so you don't think they believe Miles? Is what you're saying?
I think my point is, I think they will obviously believe Juice way more than Miles, and I think would they seriously took Miles' word for it?
Well, how can Miles win here?
That's my point. I think Miles is fucked.
Do you think the way Miles wins here is by letting Juice away with this and letting him return it?
Oh, but Juice would never let him do that.
You mean, do you think Juice would have killed him the first chance he got?
Do you think Juice would have run the risk of Miles like, I know you took it, but I'll let you forget about it, but you owe me one, sort of deal? Would Juice have took that risk?
So what you're saying is Miles can't win?
I don't think he can.
You're saying that Miles is fucked here?
I think he is.
You're saying even if he kills Juice, the likelihood is the club wouldn't even believe him?
Well, what do you think the club would do? Fuck, he's just killed Juice. Jax literally said there's no way it could be Juice. Clay's reasoning it couldn't be Miles is, well, he's too stupid. I mean, that doesn't really back up in the court of law, does it?
Right, so Miles is humped.
Well, he's dead.
As soon as Miles was unfortunate enough to come across this, he was fucked. It was game over for Miles.
I think so, yeah.
Right, okay.
I think the Miles has run out. I think the gas is fucking done. Right, anyway, Juice then puts the...
Hold on, there's been secrets in the club before, like... I tell you what, see if Miles was willing to let this go and Juice killed him, that would have been shit.
No, I think maybe Juice wouldn't have killed him. But I think it would have been a pretty hard thing to let some guy just know that secret. But my point is, right, it's all over. Miles is dead. The brick has been planted on Miles. Happy and Chibs run over. They're like, what? Juice explains what happened. Pins it on Miles. Miles took the brick. Blah, blah, blah. Happy shoots him. Lying bitch. And Chibs says, did you get him? I like that.
We got him.
We got him. Then they drag Juice back. You've got everyone arriving. Opie, Jax, Clay. And it's like, what the hell happened? It's like, it was Miles. And then Clay kind of goes off in like a mini rant. It's like, how the fuck did you guys patch him in? Should hang all yous for that. Should strip all your patches, damn it. I mean...
Alright, because Clay's a trustworthy guy, isn't he? It's like fucking pot calling the kettle black here.
3 seconds later, yeah, we gotta put a hit out on Tara. Or Doc.
You know what I mean? Like, a penny, we shotgun blasted chest and would do him any harm. I mean, what's this guy about? You killed Tara, you know? Like, come on, Clay. Fucking, who patched you in? Fucking took it JT, you prick.
Well, he actually questions why did Piney patch him in, because back then you could be trusted. Could he be trusted? Like, you didn't fucking know anything about him. What? No, see, back then, it's not that he could be trusted. You knew fuck all about him.
So, should Piney be hanged for patching in Clay?
He should be. Clay's killed pretty much every member of the first 9. But, yeah, the bricks have all been found. Alvarez then points out to Jax. Hey, you're a patched light, they say. But, hold on here, Alvarez. Tig ain't there. Bobby ain't there. Kozik ain't there.
Several patches light, I say.
Yeah, so he must have knew it was Miles. Alvarez. But yeah, the brick has been found. Romeo is loving life. Everybody's loving life. Jack's like, it won't happen again. And Clay's like, Romeo, can I speak to you about something, big man? He's like, we have an eternal threat. The doctor, that's your VP's old lady. I can't, like, what do you think? Is this the line that Clay has crossed and there's no turning back?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to kill Tara at this point, is it?
I think it's mad that he would actually put a hit out on Tara before doing anything to Piney.
Yes, because Penny's the one that controls everything. Or maybe he thinks once he takes out Tara, he can kill Penny.
Well, maybe that's true. But
maybe he plans to take out Penny, but he just doesn't think he can do it because he's got contingencies in place.
I think you can spin killing Piney. I don't see how anyone can honestly see. I don't see how anyone can see Clay's point of view for killing Tara.
Well, how they're both going to do the same thing. But if anything, you could argue it's worse killing Penny because he's a club member.
Yeah, I know, but they have a big stance on women. I mean, the VP's wife to be.
I'll tell Donna that.
Oh, that's true. Well, maybe Tig would have thought it no to the mayhem on Clay, but yeah, right. You know what? Tara is Clay. I think this is pretty much the turning point for Clay. This is where he crossed the line. TNA, it's over.
Aye, it's not looking good for Clay Morrow.
It's all over.
At this point, I think he just gives up.
Romeo says it's going to be expensive, but to be honest, would it have been better for Clay to deal with this situation himself?
I think so. I just don't see why Clay going to Romeo and getting name involved and more people knowing just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it would have been better if he actually got the Cartel to kill Piney and got himself to kill Tara.
I know, but I don't know. I think it'd be better if he just done it himself, because the Cartel's loyalty isn't necessarily to Clay; it's to the club.
True, but Clay's the guy.
I wouldn't even say they have loyalty to the club, but you know what I mean. It's Clay's not running. Let's be honest. It's like without the club, the Cartel are fucked. It's not like Clay's doing all this stuff single-handedly.
True, but
you can argue that the Cartel need the club more than they need Clay.
Yeah, and also like we see in later episodes, the Cartel aren't going to let this slide. After one botched hit, Clay's like, just forget about it. And like, hey man, you said she's a threat, we can't forget about me. How stupid's Clay? Hey, do you think you're going to tell the Cartel you've got a threat, and then after a botched hit, they're just going to be like, well, we'll let her live then?
Or could Clay not just lied and said, "Well, look, the information she's got, I've secured. She no longer has.
I've secured. Capture the flag.
I've secured the letters." I mean,
yeah. We then get like the outro, so to speak. A pretty good outro. You get just getting patched up. Chibs is kind of looking at just like, yeah, is this wee fucking spicky bastard lying? Do you think Chibs is suspicious of Juice, or do you think he's just worried about what he's been doing recently and kind of?
He has been acting a bit weird. He has been leaving quite a bit. He's been, I need to go and take a piss test and all this stuff, and the whole questioning the club laws and stuff like that. I mean, Juice isn't really playing this smart.
No, he's not. You've got.
What would have been the smart thing for Juice to do is just go to the club straight away and just say, "Look, guys, it came to my attention that my dad."
Then Chib says your birth certificate, and then that's it squashed.
No,
because you're Hispanic.
No, worst case scenario, right? The club wouldn't have killed Juice.
No, I thought him it.
The worst case scenario, they would have been like, "Sorry, Juicy, the rules. You can't stay in the club." And I mean, and that is the worst case scenario.
Yeah. And even then, it would have to be unanimous.
It's not like it's the KKK and they fucking hate black people. Like, I mean, they got on great with the grim bastards. Like, so let's keep it real. Come on.
John Teller's supposed to be a great guy. Fucking floated this law in.
Yeah, well.
Fuck John.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
What's John doing?
Big John knew.
Big John fucking did know. But Piney's drinking. Opie unpacks at the clubhouse. Yep, and there's nothing new. Tig lets Fawn go with 12k. I mean, that's just money down the drain. Unser writes out a memo.
Even though he knows that it's not for his sister's daughter's fine and it's the money's just for her, but he decides to give her it anyway.
Just shows you, I mean, must be getting decent money, like, just forking out 12k like that.
Yep. Jax visits Ima, who's getting ready for a shoot, but she says, come on, I've got some time, takes him into the dressing room, and then Jax just beats her, throws her head first into the mirror, bursts open her nose, and then tells her to stay away from my club, you whore, and then spits in her face, leaves her sobbing on the floor, and I don't really feel bad for Ima here. I think she deserved this.
No, I think she did. I mean, did she deserve death? Probably not.
No, I don't think she deserved death, but I mean, she has been.
What I would say is, I think she's lucky this is season 4, Jax. I think in a later season, Jax probably would have fucking killed her.
But then again, is it fucking... I only think she deserves this because her pulling the gun out and threatening people, especially with Jax's kid there. I don't think she deserves this because she slept with Opie, because, I mean, Opie made that decision himself. Same with Jax.
Yeah, I think Jax has more done this, though, because Tara was so pissed about it. I think if Tara didn't give a flying shit, I don't think he would have given a fuck about the gun, to be honest. But that's what happened. And then the episode ends with Unser putting a note inside Tara's car. It's a death threat. I'm going to find you and hurt you, you doctor bitch. Well, I mean, you've already found her. I mean, if you're putting a note in a car, have you not already found her?
Aye.
I mean Unser's the best
I'm
criminal.
going to find you again.
Unser's doing police work and criminality at the same time.
What a guy.
Kind of like when he was at the table. But
Overtime.
But a OT for Unser. But we're about to clock out. I'm going to give this episode a 8 out of 10.
I'll get an 8 out of 10 as well. I enjoyed it. I don't think it wasn't fantastic, but it was very good. I liked it. And the whole, who done it. I mean, the fact that we know Juice's took it kind of takes...
But I think it did a good job of you could see Juice's anxiety throughout the episode. Trying to,
you could,
work how am I going to get out of this?
I think it would have been a really cool episode if we didn't know who took it.
Yeah.
And then it gets revealed that Juice is... But then again, how do they play that? Because you've got... But then you wouldn't have the whole story with Juice and him being assigned the task of getting the brick in the first place.
Yeah,
but I think it would have been cool if we didn't actually know who done it.
True. But we did know who done it, guys, and it was Juicy Boy. I guess you could have maybe, revealed later in the season that Juice has been like a rat this whole time, but I like the way they did it with Juice. I wouldn't really change that. But anyway, MVP, we're getting it to Juice. It was a very Juice-heavy episode.
Lots of Juice.
And you know what? As much as I enjoyed Juice in the first 3 seasons being like a loyal bro, I actually prefer Juice in the last 4 seasons. Because he does get a lot more screen time.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of just a back. He doesn't even really get treated serious. I think of him more as a prospect in the first 3 seasons.
Aye.
Whereas I think from season 4 onwards, he kind of does get taken more seriously. I think the way Miles gets treated.
That's why Juice get treated.
Aye.
Juice was the IT guy. And then quote the episode, Clay. They knew it was something worth protecting. Goddamn right. I mean, there's so many.
Of course it is. I mean, you're doing a deal with the fucking cartel. There's members guarding this. Obviously, it's worth protecting if they're guarding it. So, 100% Clay. It's Clay's delivery as well. They knew it was something worth protecting.
All I would say is, though, if the prospects did steal it, would they have not took the brick and did what Shepard did and just leave their cut and fucking ride off and try and sell it?
Oh, but then that makes it look obvious, doesn't it, that they fucking took it. And then you could get hunt down and...
No, you could, but...
I mean, look at... they found Abel and all this shit. Like, they went to another continent to get him. It's like...
No, people have escaped. I mean, so Bell escaped. So why couldn't Filthy Phil escape on his private airline?
It can't be easy to sell a brick of cocaine, can it? Do they really have the connections to do that?
Filthy Phil? He'd probably put it in a mixing bowl and start fucking mixing it like it's flour.
Aye, so there you go.
8 out of 10. With an X. I think this is when shit starts hitting the fan, I'd pretty much say, for this episode. Cartel deal. It's took a few episodes to simmer, but now it's going to start exploding. Lobo Sonora will hit the scene next time out, but until then, it's an 8 out of 10, and peace.